So it's time for the Edgbaston test, a place where India have never won a test match. 8 matches played, 7 defeats and 1 draw. And that 1 draw came back in 1986. You can see the Indian team is here training behind closed doors. It was supposed to be a behind closed door training session, but since it's an open net area, all the media personnel who have visited here in England to cover the series are here to check out what's happening in the India nets. And if we can give you a bit of details of what had happened today, then all the main batters, if I have to say, all the players are present here. None of the players are absent. Today is a full-fledged practice session for the Indian team. Head coach to all the players, from the chairman of selectors Ajit Agarkar to Shiv Sundar Das, one of the members of the selection committee. Everyone is here, and it is a full-fledged high-intensity practice session. Yes, you might not see Jasprit Bumrah have a bowl. You might not see Prasidh Krishna have a bowl, but Mohammad Siraj, it all started with Mohammad Siraj when he came out to bat in the first nets, and after that he had a particular short ball batting session with batting coach Sitanshu Kotak. Shubman Gill, Rishabh Pant, everyone was pretty active along with KL Rahul in the nets today, and they all had a pretty long stint at the nets. Jasprit Bumrah he is here with the team, but he is completing his running drills, his fitness drills, and there are talks whether Jasprit Bumrah will be available or will be playing in the second test here in Birmingham. Of course, Bumrah's availability becomes crucial because it's a catch-22 situation for the Indian team, because if they rest up Jasprit Bumrah to play him at the Lords or in Manchester or in Oval, then you might risk of going down 2-0 in the series. And if you go down 2-0 in the series against this England side, then it will become extremely difficult for the Indian team to salvage this particular series, the Anderson Tendulkar trophy here in England. And if you look at the nets, it's a pretty open area. There's not much wind. It's pretty hot, so that will bring two spinners into the picture. Yes, Ravindra Jadeja did have a decent match with the ball in the first match, but he only picked up 1 wicket, that too of Ben Stokes on day 5 when Ben Stokes forced that reverse sweep. So there's a pretty interesting call that is going on, which 2 spinners will play in this game. Kuldeep Yadav is definitely in the contention. Washington Sundar is definitely in the contention, and it now remains to be seen who will pair up with Ravindra Jadeja. Kuldeep Yadav, Washington Sundar, they both were pretty active and had extensive session at the nets with the ball, and both were getting decent amount of purchase. And with the heat playing a role in the build-up to this Edgbaston test, the wicket is anticipated to be a bit on the drier side, but it is going to be a run fest once again at the Edgbaston. But again, the focus, while the focus every time India travels here in England is on the batters, but this time with 5 centuries in the first test, the focus will now on whether and how can India pick up 20 wickets and put England on back foot in both the innings. Can India script history? That remains to be seen. But for all the updates from India Nets and from all the activities here around in Birmingham, keep following the sports for more. Here, this is Subhayan Chakraborty right outside the India Nets at the Edgbaston.